Henrietta, dear, I don't want you talking to the lady in black.
Why not? She's nice.
You'll know when you're older.
By the gods!
Oh, the man with the red eyes? They found him already. Saw them dragging him off a couple of days ago. No, I love a bit of gossip as much as the next person, but they were in a hurry. They were heading up the mountain path, though. After Helgen, the only place in that direction is Iverstead. I'd ask around there.
Lots of Imperial patrols passing by the tower outside of town. Might go have a look when you get a chance.
I really like your robe.
Careful where you say those words, girl. You know not what you speak.
Excuse me, madam. I don't normally do this, but... have you got a moment to talk? Marvelous. My name is Lucian Flavius. I'm a scientist, philosopher, amateur wizard, and something of a musician, though I suppose that's more of a hobby. I couldn't help noticing that you seem... how can I put this? Well acquainted with the less savoury side of Skyrim? As a matter of fact, I do. I'm here in Skyrim on an expedition, academic mainly. I find the province simply fascinating. The flora, the fauna, the ruins, both Dwemer and Nordic, the architecture, the politics. Trouble is, I'm really not much of a fighter. I know a few spells and can just about swing a sword, but beyond that, I'm pretty useless in combat. Skyrim's no place for a milk drinker like me. Not on my own, anyway. So, I'm looking for someone to travel with. I suppose what I'm asking is, would you awfully mind if I tag along? I will of course compensate you most handsomely for putting up with me. Oh, shall we say 300 septims up front? After that, I'll top you up every time we come across something useful to my research. At your discretion, of course. No obligations, save that you take me with you, and assist in keeping me alive wherever possible. Oh, splendid. Here's your gold. This is going to be quite the adventure. It's a pleasure to meet you, Anika. Lead on. How can I help you? I know.
Greetings.
Certainly. But of course. The flows of Aetherius shall be my arrows, and my bow shall be my hands. Or a staff, or something. The metaphor sort of breaks down there.
And I'd like to answer.
So many things. The culture, the architecture, but most of all, the enormous Dwemer presence here.
The technology the dwarves possessed all those years ago is miles beyond us, even today. The chance to study it in person, I just couldn't resist.
Cyrodiil, though I suppose you could probably guess that.
I grew up in the Imperial City, mostly with my nose in a book. My family own a small amount of property there, and they always encouraged me to pursue my interests. Namely, knowledge, in all its forms. I spent some time at the Arcane University, a couple of years at the archives of White Gold Tower, and I've studied at every academy in the city. But no amount of academic knowledge can compare to some practical experience. I'm done reading about the world. Now I want to see it. Oh, the Flaviuses are firmly rooted in the Imperial City. We've always had a strong sense of home. We're a tight-knit bunch, and we get on rather well most of the time. They worry, though. Particularly about me. Gave them quite a shock when I told them about this expedition. Davidicus is his name. He's an academic like me, always up to his elbows in old scrolls. He does a lot of consultancy work for the Imperial government. Hunts down relics for them, that sort of thing. I'd be lying if I said we always saw eye to eye, but I owe a lot to him, and he's very dear to me. Captain Lyra of the Imperial Legion. She and I couldn't be more different, but she's always supported me in everything I've done. She fought against the Thalmor in the Great War. In fact, she was there for Lord Narafin's defeat at the Battle of the Red Ring. She retired to marry my father and raise me, but despite her career, she never tried to force me onto the same path. By the time I was old enough to hold a book, it was clear I was going to follow my father into the academic world, and she was delighted for me. I write to her fairly regularly. My father, too. And while she worries, I think she's proud of me for doing this. I hope so, anyway. None. I was the proverbial apple of my parents' proverbial eyes. And yes, they spoiled me rotten. Sometimes I wonder what it would have been like to have had a brother or a sister. But then I wouldn't be quite who I am today. So I can't complain. All right, then. Right behind you.
Let me know if you see anything you like. Someone new, perhaps? Take a look. Well, my family back in Hammerfell didn't approve of my interest in lethal poisons and death in general, so I left and wandered north. When I found this town, with its huge cemetery, I felt right at home. I opened the shop, and I've never looked back. This is where I belong. I know it's a bit strange. Not exactly a name to bring comfort to the sick and ailing who come to buy a poultice or salve. But what you must understand about Falkreath is that our town is defined, for better or worse, by the large and ancient cemetery here. That's why the inn is called Dead Man's Drink, the farm is called Corpse Light Farm, and so on. I suppose it's sort of a running joke. Long as you clean up, you know how to use it, right? Mix a couple ingredients together, see what happens. A little wheat and blisterwort makes a healing potion, if you didn't know. We have plenty of ingredients for sale, too. Take a look. Until next time. Call upon me if I can be of any service.
Did you see a dog out there? Oh well. The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it. I guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
Never been a big fan of falkreath. Too many graves. Depressing, isn't it?
Got something to say, Swit? I don't know how much the Thalmor are paying you to do this, but I could still put up a fight. And I will take you with me. Well, it seems my luck hasn't run out yet. Help me get out of this thing, then. I'm good for some coin if you do. Wait. If you're not with the Legionnaires or the Thalmor, who are you? What are you doing out here? Don't tell me you just stumbled into all this. Oh. Well, this is very fortunate. Yeah. I need to get to that town down the hill from here. Can you help me? I don't have my face yet. if we run into any patrols, tell them it was a hunting accident. It's probably far too common in this region. What do you say? Can you help me out? Excellent. I like you already. Let me know when you're ready to pry this thing open. And, no rush. As I'll ever be.
Oh,
there 3.
Once was a hero named Anika the Ace, who fought against evil with passion and grace.
God. Yeah, that hurts, stranger. I don't know who you are, but you just saved my life. I'm afraid that's not the end of the favors I'll be asking of you, though. So, can you get me to Falkreath? Thank you, stranger. My name's Gore, by the way. And you? Well, it's not one. It's closer to an insult. But I guess it grew on me. I can tell you about it later. For now, let's get moving. Yeah, right. Well, let me know when you're ready. I'm gonna go put some pressure on this. Looks like Falkreath is out of the question now, even if that was the last of it.
Radical target, but I was just wondering, have you considered not riding
Yes. Bastards. Every single one of them has blood on their hands. I'm glad to see them dead. I appreciate your help, though. Now that they're dead, I doubt there'll be anyone else coming after me. They killed almost all of us. Listen. Thank you. Given a bit of time and a healer, should be back to fighting form in no time. In the meantime, though, I swear myself to you. Is the one who saved my life. Thank you. I would have died in that trap had they found me. Like a dog. I know. I owe you a bit of an explanation for all of this, and when we have the time, I'll try and give you the short version. I don't know. Honestly. I haven't been on my own in... ever. Suppose I'll just stick with you, if you'll have me. Then it's settled. I'll protect you with my life. Same as you did for me. Thank you. Lead.
Lucian Flavius, reporting for duty. I'll be right behind you.
Just got a whiff of myself. This armor smells worn.